Good morning. Good Thursday morning, everyone. And let me have some coffee. Uh, anyway, you might be noticing my haircut. Constance is my barber, Luigi, and she got me as pretty as she can get me for my visit to Cleveland this weekend. And if the wild weather in Colorado, where my flight connects, allows me, I should be rolling in there sometime tomorrow night. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going out to eat with friends, hopefully on Friday night, and then on Saturday, uh, I'm going to be giving a talk at the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and uh, Magic, which is a very famous place, and they have. As part of their exhibit, they have my magic panticle, which uh, I was proud to donate to that wonderful museum. And I'm going to be talking about my magical panticle, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Enochian stuff too. But this is my that panticle. Okay, it looks pretty simple, but it takes a while to kind of describe what it is and what what it's all about. There, we've got Nuit and Hadit on the outside, and Rahurkuit in the middle, and obviously three trees of life, and the the abyss area of all four of those trees of life. Excuse me, four of those trees of life uh, is demarcated by that black circle in the center, and they all emanate from the single point. They all share their own kethers together. So there's, and I put this one together, uh, and hopefully everybody's going to get one about this size. Anyway, looking forward to that. And then on Sunday, I'm going to uh, uh, attend and celebrate or be part of the congregation of a Gnostic Mass, or the Mass of the Catholic Church, put on by the Chariot of Eternity OTO body there in Cleveland. Now, I'm not sure the museum talk may be sold out. You may want to check with the museum to see if that is the case before you get in the car and drive any great distance, only to because the museum it's not huge. I mean, it's not like the Metropolitan Museum or anything, but it's cozy and it's nice, and it's got wonderful things. It's got Nima's wand and things from Buckland, things from Crowley. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just not looking forward to the travel part of it, which is always it's increasingly more stressful and difficult. I will be doing the best I can to not miss tomorrow's show. Uh, I'll probably be doing it either from the uh, airport gate, or I don't think I'll be able to do it from the plane, but I will be with you tomorrow if all goes as planned. Okay, speaking of the OTL, uh, uh, I know there's lots of people that watch this, especially on YouTube, um, that don't really have a good idea of what the OTO or the AA or not that familiar with Crowley's work because I've done a few things. Just there's lots of people just tune in to watch Constance. Okay, um, but for those of you who are unfamiliar with the OTO, uh, I currently and have for the last 20 some years had the honor and the privilege of being the United States uh, Deputy National Grand Master. Okay, that's deputy. Uh, the Grand Master of the OTO in the United States is the Grand Master Sabazius. That's my boss. Okay. And I'm just so proud to serve under him. And next year in August, I think, the OTO will be celebrating, if we're allowed to celebrate or hold our convention in Portland. And I will be celebrating my 50th year in the OTO. And for a moment, I'll be the only one of those that ever was. Okay, Constance is, I think, right behind me in seniority by about 6 months. Anyway, and so I'm really looking forward to that. For those of you that don't know what this OTO thing is about, I did just a brief couple paragraphs here in my Magic of Aleister Crowley. I'm going to start today's visit by just reading that to you. And just remember, this is the very kind of a superficial story, okay, the in-depth story with all the dates and figures and ins and outs and everything are covered nicely in especially Richard Kaczynski's Perdurabo. So if you're looking for a scholarly look at this, you turn to Richard's book there. The OTO. And I did a little, this is in the chapter 12 called Thelemic Orders, and I start talking about the AA first, but I won't presume to do that this morning. In contrast to the AA, the OTO, Ordo Templi Orientis, operates publicly and semi-publicly in a manner not too dissimilar to modern Freemasonry. Now, you know I'm a Freemason too, okay? In fact, its founding father, Karl Kellner, was a high-grade Austrian Mason who patterned the basic degree structure of the OTO after the Blue Lodge, Royal Arch, and Council Princes of Jerusalem, Rose Croix, and Kadosh degrees of continental Freemasonry. I believe it's the same collection of those degrees that constitute the Swedish Grand Lodge, which I had the honor of touring there in Norway, in Oslo. They do the Swedish rite. And I got to visit each of those kind of temples, the Blue Lodge Temple, Royal Arch, Council Prince of Jerusalem, Rose Croix, and Kadosh. There's a temple for each one of those. It's just awesome. Okay. Kellner traveled widely and was fascinated with the magical practices of the East and Near East. Reportedly, now every organization has their wonder story or their mythos. Okay, so this is the OTOs. Reportedly, during one of his Burton-esque pilgrimages, he met 3 adepts who progressively revealed to him a series of powerful magical techniques of a sexual nature. When he digested the full implications of this information, Kellner saw that this, quote, secret of secrets, unquote, was the key which unlocked the mysteries of both Freemasonry and Christian mysticism, and I'll add here, alchemy. He wasted no time in incorporating this revelation into the higher degrees of his local lodge. In 1902, the existence of the OTO was revealed in the Oriflamme, a German Masonic publication, and it was announced that the order taught the secret, quote, secret of sexual magic. Crowley was given leadership of the OTO in the English-speaking world in 1912. Now, that's saying it kindly. There was, I won't say shenanigans, but Royce had a stroke, fell terribly ill, and Crowley ended up taking over. I guess it would be the best way. Check with Perturabo and see what the details were. But he took over in 1912 and reworked the degree rituals to conform with the Book of the Law, Liberal, and the Law of Thelema. And an excellent history of the order is outlined in Equinox Volume 3. That's the Blue Equinox. And the new edition called number 10. Okay, of course it's out of print too. I encourage anyone interested in the OTO to review it. So it was published a number of years ago from Weiser, and it had sort of a blue cover too. So it's like contains most of the OTO foundational documents and stuff. Okay, OTO membership does not, of itself, confer any status in Freemasonry. Got that? In recent years, this has led to confusion among the less informed brethren of both institutions. The following is an official statement from the OTO's website, and this would be I think both national U.S. and international, which should clear up any misunderstandings. And I'm going to quote it. Nearly 100 years ago, when the OTO was established in Germany, it was closely allied to several rites of European Freemasonry. However, in October of 1918, owing to the unique religious teachings of OTO, Aleister Crowley determined it appropriate for OTO to sever all Masonic ties and formally renounce any claim it may have had to, quote, make Masons. At that time, while retaining the use of certain convenient customs terminology that is used in Freemasonry, Crowley revived the OTO rituals, insignia, and modes of recognition to avoid infringing upon the legitimate privileges of the established and recognized authorities of modern Freemasonry. Further revisions along similar lines have been implemented in more recent years. Okay. Despite some similarities between the names and titles used within the OTO, the names and titles used in Masonry, various churches and other organizations, the conferral of any degree, rank, or office or status within OTO does not constitute conferral of any degree, rank, office, or status in any other active organization, Masonic, religious, or otherwise, any more than the rank of sergeant in the Salvation Army equates to the rank of sergeant in the U.S. Marine Corps. Unquote. Ordo Templi Orientis is more active today than it ever was during Crowley's lifetime. And if I'm not mistaken, the United States Grand Lodge is the oldest and largest Grand Lodge in the world. It has official bodies in 29 countries and provides degree initiations, Gnostic masses, and an assortment of public and semi-public events, including Crowley's Rites of Eleusis. The OTO is without question the most visible thelemic organization on Earth. There is no doubt that the series of dramatic rituals which comprise the OTO initiatory degrees can have a lasting and profound magical effect upon the candidate. It's also true that fellowship with other Thelemites can be a rewarding and satisfying experience. But as we mentioned above in our comments about the AA, the real work is done by the individual. No one can reveal to you a real secret. No one can project enlightenment on you. If you expect affiliation in any organization is going to lighten your magical workload, you're mistaken. And if you're waiting for a teacher who embodies perfection or a group in which there are no jerks, and I'll add assholes, you will wait forever. Below is a portion of one of Crowley's letters, which appears in Magic Without Tears, which briefly outlines the system of the OTO. And here's how he starts that out. What is a dramatic ritual? It is a celebration of the adventures of the god whom it is intended to invoke. The Bacchae of Euripides is a perfect example of this. Now, in the OTO, the object of the ceremony being the initiation of the candidate, it is he. And Crowley always, remember, he uses he. OTO fell out with Masonry because it had women in it. Okay, it was always co-ed. Okay, it is he whose path in eternity is displayed in dramatic form. What is the path? And he's got 6 bulleted lines. The ego is attracted to the solar system. The child experiences birth. The man experiences life. He experiences death. He experiences the world beyond death. And finally, the entire cycle of point events is withdrawn into annihilation. That's the adventure. In the OTO, these successive stages are represented as follows. 0 degree Minerval, 1st degree initiation, 2nd degree consecration, 3rd degree devotion, 4th degree perfection or exaltation, 6th degree PI or perfect initiate. Of these events or stations upon the path, so of these or stations upon the path, all 3 2nd degree are single critical experiences. Or I'll say that again because I misread it. Of these events or stations upon the path, all but 3 2nd degree are single critical experiences. We, however, are concerned mostly with the very experiences of life. So in other words, 0 degree is a prelude to the first degree is the initiation. Then there's 2nd degree, and all of the following multiple degrees are sort of comments on on that. So it's kind of complex, but he tried to explain it there. And this is all subsequent degrees of OTO are accordingly elaboration of the second degree, since a single ceremony is hardly possible to sketch even the briefest outline, the teaching of initiates with regard to life. The rituals 5 through 9 are then instructions to the candidate how he should conduct himself, and they confer upon him gradually the magic secrets which make him master of life. Okay, that's where Crowley's thing in here. This is back to my comments. While Ordo Templi Orientis is a magical and fraternal organization within the order's matrix, can be found a jewel which offers all aspirants a unique and beautiful medium for thelemic ritual expression. It is the central ritual of the OTO, both public and private. It's the Mass of Ecclesia Gnostica Catholica, or it's EGC. Okay, that's what I had to say there. I'm going to end today's talk with something from my boss. Okay, the Grandmaster Sabazius posted this yesterday. But before I read that and close for today, I'm going to read what's called Liber Oz, because he mentions Liber Oz. It's the rights of man. Okay, now, this is not a Class A document. So if you want to include the word woman, include the word woman. If you want to just say, I have the right to do this, you can certainly do that and read this whole thing. But this is how it originally appeared. Liber Oz, Vel 77. He has a couple of quotes from the Book of the Law, but those are from the Book of the Law in Class A. You don't tinker with those. But Liber Oz itself starts off like this. There is no God but man. Man has the right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will. Man has the right to kill those who would thwart these rights. That is Liber Oz. If you're familiar with the United Nations Universal Rights of Man, you would see pretty much exactly the same thing. You have the right to kill those who would thwart these rights is a pretty hard pill to swallow if you think that if you misunderstand, first of all, what your will is it really your will to watch the movie so you need to watch that movie so much that you kill the woman sitting in front of you in the theater because she's got a big hat? You might want to consider, is that really my will? Is it really my will to eat that much fried food? You know, you okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna, that's another story. Anyway, my boss, Sabazius, 10th degree, Grand Master of the Ordo Templi Orientis, USA. That's his cool seal. People who initiates of the OTO, that seals their certificates and things. He put this up yesterday. I posted it on Facebook, and now I'm reading it to you now as his deputy. A reminder, posted on November 6th, 2024 by Sabazius. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Come what may, we will continue to promulgate the law of Thelema. We will continue to support the principles of individual rights as set forth in Liber Oz. We will continue to support the great principle of universal brotherhood, a cornerstone of our order. Therefore, we will continue to provide comfort to our beloved siblings who may, during passing trends, be scorned by the great crowd. He puts a quote from the Book of the Law, 3rd chapter, verse 17. Fear not at all. Fear neither men nor fates nor gods nor anything. Money fear not, nor laughter of the folk folly, nor any other power in heaven or upon the earth or under the earth. New is your refuge, as Hadit your light, and I am the strength, force, vigor of your arms. That's Liber L, chapter 3, verse 17. Love is the law, love under will. Signed, S.B. And that's where I'll leave us this morning. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow around this same time from some airport somewhere. Until then, continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. And fear not. Love is the law, love under will. Bye-bye.